Good morning, beautiful people. Hold on a second. I'm at my mom's, so I am, um, just had to talk about the crap I heard last night from Sloppy Molly. um, give you guys a minute to get in here. And, meantime, I'm gonna, crap, show you guys if I can. My mom has the prettiest rose bushes. Hold on, guys. I can't see. Let's see. Hold on. I might have to pull up something else. I don't know why I got to put the Wi-Fi on my laptop. How are you guys? I can't see who's in here yet, you guys, but welcome. Let me get, okay. Well, I got on my mom's, they're still in bed, so I come down from the little cabin and I'm sitting here on the porch, fixing to go turn the coffee pot on. Uh, well, shoot. Oh, crap. I'm plumb crazy today. They say, I come in yesterday. Mom hadn't been feeling too good. And you guys, on the 12th is her birthday. And she's going to be 80. Hey, Christy, now I can see people. Freeside, good morning. My mom's on Mother's Day. Her birthday falls on Mother's Day this year. It's so funny. My dad's birthday, every like 7 years, would fall on Father's Day. And my mom's falls on Mother's Day, like every 7 years. So this is the year that her birthday falls on Mother's Day. So I was just thinking, I didn't realize it was like this close until yesterday. I was writing stuff on the calendar when I got here. And I was like, you know what? We really need to like make this one count, considering all things. Hopefully, I'm not putting no bad mojo out there or nothing, but y'all know what I'm talking about. James James Bond, hello, good morning. Oh, 90, right. Girl, I am so grateful. Like, I mean, not saying that I want, think I'm gonna die early or anything, but I seriously don't think I can, be around. I don't think I'll be around that long. My mom is like Energizer Bunny. She just keeps going. Yesterday, she didn't know I was coming. They didn't know. I just drove in, and yesterday afternoon, and when I went in, she was sitting in there in the living room, and she says, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I'm just coming to check on you." And anyway, I rode up to my nieces. I had stopped and got a couple boxes of ice cream, different kind of ice creams for the kids when they got off school. And I said, "Mom, you want to ride up um, to Brittany's? It's just right up the road." She said, "I still got my pajamas on." And I said, "It's okay. You can wear your pajamas." And she still had a robe on. I said, "Good morning, Rachel. Good morning." You guys, it's so pretty here. I don't know if y'all can, let me turn this phone on. Lord, get it off of me. I was going to show y'all my mom's, well, first of all, I'll show you these big rose bushes she's got. Uh, Hopefully I won't um, look the buzz out. But this is, gosh, okay. They're so heavy. I wish you guys could feel how heavy these blooms are. Let me see. This one might be one from yesterday. Yeah, that one's from yesterday. But so when I was mowing that's what I got to do in a little bit. When I was mowing the lawn, when I was here last week or week before, I told my sister oh gosh, they're so pretty. They smell divine. I said, "Girl," I said, "what in the world kind of tree is that?" And all this, I weed eated. It was like so grown up, and it's so hard to get the lawnmower up there. I missed the spot because there's darn ant beds in there. But um, anyway, I said, "What's this bush out here with those pretty flowers on it?" Hey, Flavia, good morning, babe. Good morning. I'm so proud of. I was, I'm well, like behind on a lot of stuff, but I've been trying to catch up. But I was so proud of Randy going live and having Jenny and Jen up and standing up to Bombshell. Good Lord, it kills me how people are like scared of her. Anyway, so this one I drove by it on the lawnmower and I told my sister, I said, "What kind of bush is that?" She says, "I don't know." She's probably high. Anyway, I got out here and hell, it's a rose bush too. It's just smaller bloom, but this sucker is loaded. I dry them. I dry flowers and I use them in my resin and stuff. And I said, "Champ, man, to get me some of those." But yeah, she's like, "I don't know." And I thought, hell, but you guys, we've got ant beds so dang bad. I mean, there's a big one there, and I just want you to see the biggest probably ant beds I've seen. And I put poison on them whenever I encounter them. I don't know if you're bad where you guys are at. Good morning, Rappa. fix my makeup. Bitch, I ain't got no makeup on to fix. You hear me? Bye. See you. Don't let the door hit your ass. On the way out, baby. You ain't got nothing else to say. Don't say nothing. But uh, yeah. So where this tall grass is at is ant beds. Now there's probably not no active ants in there because let me just tell you, I went to town on them. And this is red clay where we're at. It's a lot of red clay. But I couldn't believe how many darn ants. But I had bought some poison at the co-op last year, and I opened it. Oh my gosh, you guys, stinky winky ain't the word. You hear me? It was so stinky. Oh, it was awful smelling. I said, hell, it ought to kill him. If it don't, it's gonna kill me just smelling it. Well, I'm not gonna back off of Molly Rapper, and I haven't said one thing about Michelle. Trust and believe. I could, but I don't, I try not to pick on the protective class very often and, treat people the way I want to be treated. So sloppy Molly, I'll never back off of. So if you're waiting on that, I hope you're not holding your breath because, you know, it ain't going to happen. And Rapper, in all fairness, if you had been through what I've been through with that bitch, you probably wouldn't back off of her either, okay? So until you walked a mile in my shoes, baby, don't pass no judgment. To each their own. You can go wherever you want to go. Thank you, James. Oh, it has been. You can go wherever you want to go. I don't care. Hey, the real angel girl. Good morning. I don't care where you go, what you do, and who you do it to. But same goes for me on my channel. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna put y'all down real quick, and I'm gonna go turn the coffee pot on. I'm loud enough to wake them up. So I can't tell my mom no, but I had bought this. I don't even know what kind of coffee pot it is now, but I love it. It's a Ninja, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's a Ninja. I bought it for myself, and I was showing it to her, and she's like, "Oh, I like that." So I ended up giving it to her. But anyway, it's a nice damn coffee pot. I didn't know it had some of the features it had, but I told her, I said, one day I was up here, and she and I were talking, and I had to put a coffee pot on. I don't know about you guys, but we, well, I don't drink coffee, but just in the morning time. But my mom and my sister, they drink it all throughout the day. Um, you know. But um, anyway, we always fix the coffee pot at night. Rambling Rom, good morning. We always fix the coffee pot at night, but before we get up. And anyway, I had fixed it and I wasn't used to the pot. And I left, went back home, so I wasn't here. My sister said, "Bitch," she said, "I got up and turned the coffee pot on," and she said she said I freaking was waiting, couldn't wait for the coffee to get ready, and she said I went in there and she said I didn't do anything but brew hot water. She said, "You didn't even put no damn coffee in it." Oh, gosh, I got to go get something done with my hair. Um, Michelle get monetized. Hopefully. Well, Rapper, I don't think Michelle can get monetized just for this. And look, I think, hadn't she been banned? I mean, like, she's like been banned. I think she's had her channel taken, and that's ban evading. I don't care how many new IP addresses she has and how many, you know what I mean? If she's been booted, just like Sloppy Molly, she had already had that other channel created on a different IP, I think, whenever she lost her other one. And she was saying in her live last night, or whenever it was, that she could come back. No, she might. Look, she may have enough time goes by to where she could come back, but there's trust and believe there's going to be enough people, or at least one person around. Good morning, Carlos. That there's enough people that's gonna remind good old YouTube that she was once banned. So even if she can slip by, you know what I mean, on that end of it, trust and believe somebody is going to report her butt for, you know what I mean, for ban evading. Trust and believe me that she has been ugly enough to enough people to where I don't think she can ever come back on a a regular basis and survive for very long. You know what I mean? People do it and they keep having. I mean, several they keep having to create new channels and create new channels, but I don't think. I don't think that's ever going to happen for Molly. She made a big enough impression of her with herself that I don't think anybody's got to worry about that. Well, I look, more power to you moving in with Michelle. I think that Michelle is a very sad, sad situation, and I can't help but, you know, I look in the very beginning. I was, as a matter of fact, I was the first one after Molly to let her come up on their panel, and I tried my best to, be supportive of her, and but she doesn't want to listen to anybody. She doesn't want to take anybody's advice. She knows it all, and I don't care how many times she says she's sorry. Her first knee jerk reaction is to go as low as she can go when she goes at somebody. And look, I think that it's her disorder. This is my shirt I make resonance, so I've got stains on it, rapper, so don't hate on me, okay? But, I think it's Michelle, this isn't a place for her. Let me just say this because her first knee jerk reaction is to go as low as she can go and be vindictive and go real life. I don't care what she says. She goes, you know, so, when you say you're sorry, and if you really mean it, and you get mad again later on, you should remember that, hey, I said, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do better. And at least, slow down that knee jerk reaction and not be so quick. But not Michelle. She comes full force, you know, whenever she does it. So sadly, I think it is most definitely part of a combination of things. Her addictions, her mental disorder, whatever she's got going on. You know, it's obvious. So no, I don't go at Michelle. I don't want, if anything happens, I don't want to have blood on my hands. That's just the way I look at it, But I think it might be a great thing for you to move in with her. I think that I think she's lonely too. I think if she had somebody living with her that can maybe give her some, positive reinforcement on a daily basis, it'd probably be a great thing for her. But the first thing she's got to do, Kate Smiles, hey babe, the first thing she's got to do is get real with herself. I mean, she can fool everybody else. Well, she really can't, but she can lie and say whatever she wants to say. But people's been around long enough to know when she's telling the truth and when she's not. And quite frankly, her word doesn't go very far. You know what I mean? She's done bent that, but everybody can. Hopefully, everybody can change, and hopefully she can. But it's gonna have to. She's gonna have to first admit that she's got a problem, and I don't think that she is in a place to do that. So, well, she's hot, all right. I'm sure in your eyes, she's hot. Touch it while it's hot, baby. So move on in there. And are you a male or female? You don't have to tell me. I don't really care. I mean, it's your business. Um, Yeah, if you got to drive, if she's got a driver license, then move on up there and take care of her and or help her. Case Bones, I love you. I miss you. I've got a different phone number. Well, I'm going to go back to my old phone number, but it's a long story. But I will message you on Messenger. But she, you know, I just think Michelle's sad. I feel about Michelle like I do about Laura. I feel like Laura is kind of in the protective class. I mean, you can't even throw tomatoes at Laura, really, and feel good about it. Or I can't. Let me just say that. I can't because it's not a level playing field. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's a level playing field. Not that I'm any better. I'm just saying some of the things that comes out of Laura's mouth and how, the avenues that she chooses is not, I just don't. There's lots I could say. Oh yeah, I think she's a rapper. I think she's a sweet person. Michelle's a sweet. I think deep down inside, I think she has a good heart and, wish nothing but the best for her. But as far as me ragging on her or whatever, it's, look, there's enough people doing it. She don't need me. And look, it's also, uh, it's redundant doing it because, you know, what is it? You can tell by somebody's future by their past, So, and I don't think she's just started being like this. I think Michelle has been like this, like she is for a very, very long time. You know what I mean? I don't think it's just a new thing. So, but like you don't know how it feels. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back here because I don't know what's going on here. Um, and if I've missed anybody, good morning, good morning. Uh, oh, okay, with the escort service, right? I mean, look, no, she doesn't need to be driving. Michelle doesn't need to be driving. Look, Michelle obviously has a problem, an alcohol problem, and until she gets that under control, or even, you know what I mean, she's got, I don't know, she's got a long way to go. Uh, and it's not necessarily the well, yeah, it is alcohol, but her line. I mean, you know how you can tell she's lying is her mouth is moving. Honest to God, I think she tells them, and then she starts believing in herself. I mean, her credibility is shot to hell, and I wouldn't trust her for anything. You know what I mean? And if people do, then sweet sativa, good morning, babe. Uh, you know, just be careful is all I can say. Be very, very careful. Um, Little Angel, you doing good, babe? Yeah, I know she did. So I screen recorded some of it. Um, Man, what a piece of crap she is. Look, we all know that Jilly, I mean, I've told her, wish her nothing but well, but, we have not the best past around here. So, but she was most definitely Sloppy Molly's bulldog. All rapper, well, you got your sights set real high. So, baby, I hope you achieve all that you wish to. You know what I mean? And really, truthfully, you're not bothering me. The things you're saying, if you're trying to, I'm just letting you know. I sounds like to me you may need to join her. Maybe y'all should call an Uber whenever she goes to some meetings or something. If you strive to be just like her, but anyway, um, oh, I haven't seen that James Blunt. I can imagine just listening to the voice is like so different than what she says. Even this whole, yes, they are, Kay. Even this whole crap about what happened in the rehab about the girl jumping on her. Um, even that, it's like she can't even be the truth about that because if she told me, and I don't even know how to fight, but if she told me that, she wished my baby dead, I would have tried to, learn to fight and jumped on her ass too. You know what I mean? You can't say stuff like that to people. And do I think she called her bish instead of bitch? Nah, hell to the no. She didn't. She called her a bitch. And, look, first of all, that lady, they're in there obvious for obvious, they've got obvious uh, reasons for being in there. That's not the best place to go and to like want to jump on somebody and to even talk crap to somebody. You should be focusing on your mental health. But back to Sloppy Molly. Rapper, quit talking about Michelle. Back to Sloppy Molly. Um, so last night, I don't even know how, because she's got me blocked, but I don't even know how I see. Somebody sent me a link or something anyway that she was live. So I go over there and I start listening to it. And can I just tell you, for somebody to have just gotten a brand new Land Rover, Range Rover, whatever it is, and it's got such a perfect life, uh, why choose to be so miserable? Because I'm gonna tell you something. She didn't out one thing on Jilly Bean that she hasn't already outed. I mean, she hasn't. She didn't say one thing in that whole big built up life about Jilly that she hadn't already said. I don't think Jilly was scared of Molly. I think Jilly is like Mirindy go round. I think they don't want they don't want to stay out of the drama as much as possible. You know what I mean. They don't thrive on that, and I think that she just chose. I'm sure there's lots that she could say because I don't believe for 1 minute that whenever all that crap happened with me and Marissa, and she was telling people about those pictures and all that crap, and then Jilly coming over. I don't think for 1 minute that was done on just by herself. I most definitely think that she was either trying to make Marissa like her more, make her be happy or whatever, um, or it was suggested. I mean, look, I'm sure her minions uh, knew what she wanted, and they would be gladly do it. So I mean, she sure come over and said some really ugly things to me and about me, and continued to do so, and then lied. So now we've moved past that, but I'm just using this as an example because that's what I have to use. But I definitely don't think that she was scared of Marissa by no means. I think she just chose to take the high road, and I have to say my hat's off to her, because there's very few people around these streets that choose to do that. You know what I mean? And it's hard taking the high road. It's freaking hard sometimes, you know. So anyway, I just think that Marissa just showed once again, she showed who she really is at heart and the kind of person that she really is. Because to strike that live up and that, well, we can listen to a little bit of it if y'all want to. Good, teach my Ash. Good morning, babe. Um, and then she started talking about, oh, rapper, you're such a negative Nancy, aren't you? I mean, you're just like a little shit stirrer, huh? Did you wake up this morning and think I'm gonna go stir some shit today? Is that what you're trying to do? Because it ain't working over here, babe. You can have your opinions. I don't care. But what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, gonna play that. Look, and I'm just gonna put this out here, even though I'm not sharing it or whatever. I could. It's fair use. You know what I mean? Fair use. Oh yeah. So she started talking to. Hey, Kathy. Good morning, babe. She started talking about toward the end of her live. I don't know, 90s con or something. I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of TV in that era that she was talking about, so I really don't know what she was talking about. But let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up too. And then I get it. Okay. And then I get it. Oh, I can't speed it up. I don't think because I just recorded it. Fair use. That's right, James Blunt. Thank you. uh, okay. Obviously, yes, it was Jen. Oops. So she's saying that Jen sent her whatever. Okay. Okay. Let me pause it real quick. So apparently, it says finally seeing your true colors. Okay. So okay. First of all, I am not subscribed to Bombshell, so I don't know if it was Bomb's live that she was this. What got Marissa so upset apparently was uh Jilly saying that she couldn't wait to, you know, to get rid of Marissa or whatever. It got under Marissa's so thin skinned these days that very little crap that she got told got when it got back to her that she just had to fire this live up and regurgitate all this crap again. But uh I don't know if if she was on Bomb's channel saying this, whatever was said, or if she was on Merry Go Round. I don't know. I didn't catch that, and it really doesn't matter. I don't go to Bomb's and watch her, but regardless of it, it wasn't. I don't know what was said. I didn't see that, but it wasn't. It. I'm sure it didn't justify Marissa striking Alive up. I think she just, if you want to be honest, I think she was just wanting to gloat about her new vehicle, and Jilly was her excuse to go, because she'd already been live over on Kik and stuff, I think. But I think that was exactly what it is, because she sure as heck didn't say anything that she hadn't already said before, and nothing that mattered. You know what I mean? So she just wanted to come on and once again put another uh, ex friend, put them down, and try to make them look like they are the scum of the earth and they're beneath her. That's her MO, you know what I mean? And it's happened so many times with so many people. You got to kind of look at that if you're, you know, common denominator here is you. Oh, it was okay. Because you told Molly what Jilly did. Okay, well, what did Jilly do, rapper? What did Jilly do that was so bad that Marissa felt like she needed to strike alive up again? I didn't hear anything that was like, you know what I mean? That was that was that bad. Honestly, rapper, and listen, and it might not ever happen to you. It may not ever happen to you, but I say, I've been right just about every time I've said it. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen to you. It's a matter of when it's going to happen to you, because I can tell you right now, Marissa doesn't cherish friendships any more than she does, you know, uh, Princess. She doesn't. She doesn't have. There's no loyalty there. Um, so, oh, I don't care. You ain't got to tell me, but whatever it was. First of all, shame on you for being a crap stirrer. You know what I mean? Why? Why go back and tell? Why get that heifer? Yeah, somebody block her. I don't care. Why get Sloppy Molly fired up? I mean, who wants to hear that crap anyway? Look, she's obsessed with still trying to get what's her name to go to jail. You know, Marvon's. She's still obsessed about that. Okay.
And then I get a gift, and it
Okay.
says
Well,
finally
that's not.
seeing your
You know,
true colors.
that's not your. It's not your place to determine who deserves a channel. The only
And then
people
I
that
get
can do
a
that is
like
YouTube.
a
You know,
like a
that's the only people that get
and
to
then I get
say that. It's not your choice.
a gift, and it says
And you know, she deserves to have a channel just as good as anybody the next person does on here. You know what I mean? That's right. She wouldn't have Violet, and then I was like, couldn't believe that it cost them that much to get her well again at the vet. I was like, holy moly, it's a lot of money to spend on a little dog. I'm not saying I would. I got two cats. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but probably wouldn't. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. You don't know what you're gonna do in a situation like that. You know, until it happens. Um, for sure. But you know, the way she was talking about Jilly, you know, about how she's always known that she, you know, she doesn't want better for herself. You know, guys, there's so much that goes into a person's success that maybe is not in their hands. You know what I mean? Like, uh, I mean, the the community that she was raised in, the way that she was raised, you know, in your intelligence. There's so many contributing factors that goes into what if you're going to be successful. Yeah, I think people can pull themselves up from their shoestrings. I mean, by the big strings and try to do better. Absolutely. But if you mentally, and I'm not saying this is true about Julie, but if you're mentally don't have the capacity to raise your intelligence, you know, social cues, your work ethic, you know, all that stuff goes into determining what kind of person you're going to be. And I can guarantee you, Marissa says that she would never be like that or whatever. You don't know what you're going to be. You know what I mean? So, uh, so anyway, I just think that it's, yeah, yeah. My cousin actually um, was raising them, and we were on the phone one night talking, and she said, "You know, my life is perfect. It's, if I had a pug puppy, and this was after she had been somebody had bought her one before, and when she went to the airport picked it up, and it was like a scam or whatever. This was probably a year or so after that, and you know, she made it sound like it was like a difficult thing to find a pug puppy, um, with it not being, I guess, from a puppy mill or whatever. Um, but I have two cousins that raise them, and so I called. One of them was in Texas, and one of them was in Mississippi. So I called, or I messaged both of them, and they both got back to me. And one of them had puppies being born. It was on a Saturday night. On this Sunday morning, had puppies being born that morning, and so I got her and Marissa together. You know, conversating on the phone, and Marissa was able to pick Violet out from little puppies and stuff, and she weaned her, and then we went. That's how I met. You know, we went to Texas, and she got her, and you know, I'm happy for her. I'm glad she got her little pug. You know, and whenever we had her falling out, she made comments like, I'll never, like, she'll never let me see her. I don't, or want her. You know, that's her puppy. She's not. I never said I wanted her, but look, I didn't pay for her. She did. I have, you know, all I was the conduit for her to get her. You know what I mean? And no, I didn't pay for it. No, I didn't pay for it. She paid, and she paid. I think it was at 500. I'm not sure, but I know she gave my cousin a couple $100 on to boot. On top of what the what Violet cost, you know. And my cousin had to drive, like, we met in Dallas, but my cousin had to drive about an hour and a half um, from where she lived to come to Dallas to meet us. But yeah, but Marissa was very generous. You know what I mean? She was very and thankful. So, um, you know, I was just a conduit. So, um, but you know, I'm glad she's got her. You know, but you know, back to her like going on there and like just, hey, good morning, Miss Carol. Good morning, love. Her going back and you know like talking so much crap about Jilly. You know, look, luck is also a big part of, you know what I mean. If you're going to be successful or not, you know, and some people don't have the maturity to be able to move up, you know what I mean, make their intelligence better. You know what I mean? There's a lot of common denominators that affects your success, you know, and some cannot be helped. So, okay, rapper, will you go on with your revenge? Go knock yourself out. But I just think to generalize and put her down like that is wrong. And I just think for a life coach, it's like the last thing and the worst thing you'd want to hear coming out of a damn life coach's mouth. You know, um, it's sad. It's sad, and it just showed one more time. MT Bowles, good morning. It just showed one more time, the kind of person that she truly, truly is deep down inside. You know, I look, she's got a good side to her. You know, obviously she does, or I never would have been friends with her. But there's a lot more bad, in my opinion, than there is good. So, you know, and look, she's bragging about her new car that she just got. Go and be happy. Go put some miles on the vehicle, girl. I heard 6 miles, then I heard 63 miles. Regardless, it's under 100 miles. Go put some miles on that damn thing and be happy. Go and be happy. You know why strike a live up and just go and put somebody down? I mean, what did you gain from that? Because you sure didn't release any more information than what you'd released already. You know what I mean? It was to make herself feel better, and that shows you how pathetic she is because she's got to knock other people down to feel better. I mean, she's driving, who knows? I'm sure it was over $100,000. I have no idea what kind of vehicle like that cost, but you can. Oh, girl, I'm not into that. I like watching A Ron with the Scientology, and every day is a good day to wake up and not be raised in a cult. And uh, so I just don't think that that was necessary. You know what I mean? I don't think that was necessary, and I wish that she would. I wish that you would think after time, and regardless of her saying that she's, you know, glad she don't have a channel or whatever. Regardless of that, she, you would think that she would have something would have clicked by now. You know what I mean? World tours. Good morning. That she would it would click and say, you know, it's not working for me. Yeah, and boasting about it. You're right. That's right. Max Payne. Good morning. Right. Well, I wouldn't pay that even if I had it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't pay that. Well, considering I can't pronounce your name, uh, I doubt it's unless you're Marissa Sloppy Molly. It's not about you, you know. So don't worry about that. But is that considered? Is that considered a international car? Like I love me a Mini Cooper. Okay, I love me a Mini Cooper. I've test drove several. Um, so I don't probably Elise. That's her other one was. So I don't. I like the way they look, all that. But the ones I test drove, I wasn't crazy about how they felt. But I still love the look. But I know that whenever I was test driving it, I have a friend of mine that works on cars that are not from the United States. So um, I don't know if a Range Rover or Land Rover. What's the difference? Land Rover, I don't know. But channel for support. Oh well, thank you, World Tours. I hope that you get support that you're looking for. I try to treat people like I want to be treated, and we are. Shauna, good morning, babe. Good morning, love. Long time no see. I do like doing a little cooking. I like Infinity. I talked to Farhad. I know you're probably not the Farhad. I know a Farhad from Salt Lake, but um, okay. Shout out Bella Garcia. Good morning. A lot of new names I've never seen before. Right, really. Uh, Toxic Cyclone. Oh gosh, a lot of nasty people this morning, huh? Oh, Kathy, thank you. Oh, you guys are all over the board here. So I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee. Hold on a sec. I would take y'all in with me, but my mouth travels, so I'm gonna put you in my little phone holder that I made, and then run in there and get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, getting Oh, it's for pussies. I'm sorry, getting old is not for pussies. uh, I bought this. I'll show you guys. I bought this little thing at Walmart several months back. I just loved it. And you guys, I live on the coast, and it's a at Cal. It says "Home Sweet Home." So literally, I've got it. I haven't had it too awful long, but anyway, I moved it the other day like a weed eat, and I had it at our house on the coast. And just look at the air, because I'm very close to the Gulf. How it's like rusted. I said, "Golly, man!" I said, "I'm gonna just." My mom gets just about everything anyway. I said, "I'm gonna take it up there. It won't rust it near as bad." It kills me how that salt water. I can't wait till we can move up here permanently. Yes, that's Elsie the boarding cow. When we were pallets. Good morning. When my dad was alive, and we have had 80 acres here. We were raised on a farm, but we had um, shoot. My brother and I were just talking about jerseys, and I can't remember, but the cattle that we had. But yes, Simone. Good morning. Oh, you're from North Carolina. I have some stepchildren. Thank you, Shauna. I have some stepchildren that uh, they're they live in North Carolina, Chapel Hill. So, and I love the Carolinas. Um, I like South Carolina, probably a little bit better than North Carolina, just from the towns I've been to. But um, gosh, that's weird. So check it out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like it's a ring, like it's a double, got a layover on top of it. That's trippy looking. That dog. I'm sorry, I hope it wasn't wet. Oh, Bill's from England. Oh, well, welcome. I hope you can. Blank screen. There's the best troll in the whole wide world. Well, now my family has 40 acres in the home that they built. But when I was raised and when I was growing up, we farmed. My dad worked for the power company, but we farmed. We had cattle. We had gardens. We raised what we ate. I didn't know what top ramen or ramen noodles or raviolis. We didn't have that. My mom didn't. We didn't grow it and pick it and shell it or raise it as far as meat goes. You know what I mean? That was just something we didn't buy. My mom's got. I've got four sisters older than me, and then my brother is younger than me. So there was a good bit of children, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom for a long, long time until my dad had open heart surgery. But so on one income and then farming, but they didn't watch a lot of TV when back in the day. No, Shauna, my sister now, let me just tell you, she thinks that she was Noah from Noah's Ark. She has like got the miniature donkeys. She's got llamas. She is an animal lover. And she lives about probably about 20, 25 miles from here in a little small town. She's a loan officer at a bank, but oh, Bella, I've got an appointment next week to go get my husband and mine for our eyes, and I cannot wait. I'm telling you what. So my mom has macular degeneration, and she's blind, probably in both eyes by now. She can see a little bit, but for sure in one eye. And it started out as I can't remember. I'm gonna get it. Okay, I can't remember if it was wet or dry. I think it was dry. Anyway, um, her family optician took her and sent her to a specialist to have cataracts removed, and did not let them know that she had macular degeneration. So, anywho, when they did the surgery, it turned whichever kind, like if it was dry, it turned it into wet, and vice versa. So she lost her vision at on the one eye. But um, gosh, we took her to the specialist in Jackson, and man, he would like deaden her eye and then give her shots in her blood vessels of her eye. All the like the juices in the eyeball had like leaked out. So he would give her not one but several injections in her. And I remember seeing her hands. Her hands would be on the arm of the chair, and I would just oh my gosh, she's a strong. My mom is a strong lady. But anywho, after a while, I think he did it for like a year. He said that the benefits wasn't gaining any. So she takes these vitamins. It's for she's a smoker, so she takes these vitamins. It's supposed to not cure it, but slow it down. But so anyway, it freaks me out because my vision is, you know, not the best. But I bring it up every time I go, every year, every 2 years that I go, and say I'm worried about, because my grandfather, my mom's dad had it, macular degeneration, and then she had it, and so uh, and I don't smoke, but I know they have vitamins for smokers and non-smokers. So I don't know. I need to find out. I don't know if smoking makes it worse. I'm not sure, but it is most definitely a constant thought. You know what I mean? Because my mom, she says all the time, she's like, of all the things, I never thought I'd be, go blind. But and I can just say this. I tell my sisters this all the time. You know, I feel so bad because she knows she's comfortable here. She knows where things at. She, around 55. So she's been in this house for 55 years. So she knows where things are at. And so she's comfortable maneuvering and getting around. Of course, she didn't cook or anything anymore. But, you know, she can't see TV. So her hearing is not that good. So, it's got to be rough just being left to, your own, what's going around in your head. So, not being able to see. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, what a miserable. First of all, to be acting like that so early in the damn morning. Goodness gracious. I mean, I could tell if you worked a long day and had a bunch of crappy things happen to you and you're in a crappy mood. But good Lord, heavens and Betsy, just rolling out of bed and being like that. I can only imagine how you are on other times. I tell my husband, I'm not a morning person, but I'm more of a morning person than he is. But to me, you know, the mood that you wake up and you put yourself in is kind of determines the kind of day you're going to have. And I choose to, you know, oh, thank you, real angel girl. I choose to kind of like try to at least start my day out being in a somewhat decent mood. I used to work with a girl and we shared an office together. And we were very good friends, and we lived together for a while. We both were single at the same time, so we got an apartment together. But anywho, she was younger than me, and I was like, she was her mother had passed, so I guess I had like a motherly feel toward her. But anyway, she was very funny, but just a pissy person. You know what I mean? And like fussed about everything and anything. And it started from the time we walked in our office every morning about something, somebody. Usually it was work related, but I fed into it. So I would talk to her on the way home from work. And when I started dating this guy, whenever we started living in San together, I would, get home and we worked in the same field, did totally different jobs, but the same field. And, I'd come home just being, bitching and fussing. And one day I was like, you know what? Why am I coming home fussing about it? I mean, my gosh, I have to do it. Ruby Red Dress, hey, love. Good morning. I deal with it, for 10 hours a day. Why am I bringing it home? And, so I started talking to her and I'm like, look, let's kind of I started making us, breakfast sandwiches and taking in. And I said, we're going to set the mood for our days to be better. But, it really and truthfully is what you make it. You know what I mean? Your days. Oh, Divine Troll. Well, maybe it's T.I. Coco, Coco. um, oh, Bangladesh. Good morning. Good morning. I've got some international peeps in the house. Blank screen. Can I just tell you? I what saw your what was it over the weekend, and you put oh shoot oh it was uh it was Queen Bee had that lady that was oh the detect PI lady, K Smalls. Okay, okay, it was the lady that talked to thought that Brian Laundrie was calling in, and Dog the Bounty Hunter whenever all the Gabby Petito stuff was going on. So she was up on Queen Bee's the other day, and she come up with this Sebastian stuff, and she was, look, Angelo came up, and I don't know who the other guy was, but he was really killer too. Um, they were up on her, and she was, look, her absolutely can spit out the King's English very well, and did a good job selling verbally her stance of being a PI. But when she was asked questions, and they weren't hard questions, she couldn't answer them. She fumbled, fumbled, and fumbled. But anywho, it was so uncomfortable because it was so like I was embarrassed for her. You know what I mean? Sitting there listening, and I couldn't. Chat was like, it was so bad, so bad. But she actually had created. She said she was from Canada, and she had her PI license. Okay, don't believe she ever made a dollar. Good morning, Odin. Hope I'm saying that right. Uh, she, Lord, said that I don't think she ever made a penny off of PI. If she did, they felt sorry for her because from what I saw, she's not a very good PI. But anyway, you hear that? That's my mom's neighbor, jackass or donkey. Mm, yeah, yeah, oh yeah. So she talked to Dog the Bounty Hunter now, Shauna. She said that Brian Laundrie put a number in chat and told her to get in touch with Dog, and Dog would recognize the number. Okay, so why he didn't contact Dog? Anyway, she just kept saying, it could have been them. It could have been me. Anyway. It was so uncomfortable to listen to. But I saw where Blank Screen had like put it on his community post. So the Case Miles, I love you. So he did y'all hear that? Could y'all hear him uh, bellowing or whatever you call it? But yeah, I just thought it was funny. Black screen. So she had sent Queen Bee a copy of her license, her PI license. She had sent her a copy of it. So uh, Queen Bee, whoever the other guy was on chat, it wasn't Angelo. It was some other guy. I don't know the name, but he was very well informed. He was hilarious. He he asked her, yeah, Miss Harmony, but now she went by a different name. I guess back in the uh, Kenita Jenkins in that era. I guess she went by a different name. Anyway, and supposedly I heard that she also faked her. She pulled three tacos and an enchilada. She faked her own, you know, killing, disappear, whatever. I don't know. People are some strange things go on in these streets, but um, anyway, her license that she had sent Queen Bee, the dude asked her. He said, there's a website that you can go on to and how to create a, a license in Canada or whatever. And it was, other than the picture, it was the exact same way. It was so whenever Queen confronted her about it, she just continued. Well, mine has a seal on it, and it so did not have a seal on it. But like it was uncomfortable watching that. mm, I gotta go get it. I laid it out. So TikTok's making me do it again. I saw this. If you guys ever tried, I saw this. They have they had bacon last week on sale. Oh crap! At our local Piggly Wiggly here at my mom's, and it's normally like $21 for I don't know how many 4 pound pack. I don't know, but it's the thick cut bacon, and anywho, they had it on sale for like $8.99, and so I went up and bought several packs, and then took my mom later on, and she got some. But anyway, saw TikTok had this. It's so weird. Like stuff that I buy, like groceries. Then I get on TikTok and I start seeing all these recipes for stuff that I bought. I'm telling you, this Big Brother stuff is crazy. Good morning. Good morning. But anyway, I found this recipe for $1 million bacon. Looked delicious. So anyway, you mix maple syrup. So I got some good old $10 little bitty bottle of maple syrup and brown sugar. Let me see what else it was. Got it saved here. Anyway, yes, top G, and you mix it's a wet mixture. Let me pull it up here. But you dredged your bacon in. Oh, and then I saw this other thing. It says to cook the perfect bacon in the oven instead of frying it is you do it in a cold oven. Did you know that? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that you start out with a cold oven. You don't preheat the oven before you put the bacon in there, and you put it on 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. But anywho, let me pull up this here recipe, and I can't wait. So we're gonna try it this morning. So I've tried another way TikTok did it on a TikTok thing. They take it and hold the bacon at one and they twist it to where it's like a long twist and put that on a baking sheet and it's good. It's chewy. It's good. I like it like that. But I bet this is gonna be good. So I ordered something off a marketplace and I paid for it. The girl's supposed to have shipped it. Supposed to have shipped it. Um, so I hate to give her a bad review, but I'm gonna have to if she don't. Ruby Red Dress, yeah. Let me tell you, Ruby Red Dress. I dated this guy back when I was way younger, and his mom never. My mom always fried the bacon on the stove, and we save our bacon grease or whatever. But his mom had a cast iron Dutch oven that was about that deep, and she would drop her bacon in and fry it like she was frying a piece of fish. Okay, so that's how she always did it. So it was good like that too. But anyway, twisting is good. But so this one, let me see here. There was two of them. One of them was a dry rub, and it didn't call for the maple syrup. It called for brown sugar, and you kind of put it on the bacon and bake it. But this other one here, let's see. Mm, okay. Oh, it's a Snoop Dogg recipe, I guess. Whoop whoop. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Lube. Okay, let's see. This is the one. Mm. I got so many. I save all these recipes, and Oh, here it is. Uh, Try frying eggs and bacon. Oh, I always do. But blank screen. I saw another TikTok thing to put. And I'm gonna try this, but I don't eat my eggs any way but scrambled. But you put heavy whipping cream in a skillet, just enough to cover the bottom, and crack your eggs in the heavy whipping cream, and put it on the stove. And you start letting it fry, and then you put a lid on it, like a top on it for until the outside of the egg. So the person on the video I saw, they did 3 eggs, and they were like looked like sunny side up, but they were cooked. They were just like when I fry my eggs for my husband, uh, I put bacon grease on top of it, to cook it a little bit, and then I flip it over. So he doesn't like his sunny side up. But anyway, um, I don't think you can go wrong with a little heavy whipping cream. Okay, so this one calls for a pound of bacon. Okay, a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of maple syrup, a third cup of water, black pepper, and some cayenne. And you mix it up. It's a wet mixture, and you dip the bacon in it, and then you put it on the cookie sheet and bake it. Well, this says bake it on 325 um, for 15 minutes, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 425 in a cold oven like the other video said. So I'll let you guys know how that turns out. But I know one thing: those um, cinnamon rolls with the heavy whipping cream is I will never make them any other way. I freaking okay. I use bacon. I love. I use bacon grease for when I cook peas or butterbean vegetables. I use bacon grease for a lot of things. I have like most people from the south, a bacon grease. It's got this thing in it to strain to keep the little sediments out of it. But so I started trying this thing here. My mom's was full, and I thought, well, I'm gonna clean her bacon. Every now and again throw it out and start from scratch. But I love black pepper bacon. But anyway, it said that if you put in a mason jar bacon grease, pour your bacon grease in there, and then put water in it. Okay, put it in the refrigerator, shake it up, and put it in the refrigerator. And whenever it congels, you can pour the, so you're just left with the bacon, I mean, with the grease, and it doesn't have the sediments in it. So I don't know. I started to do it, and then I got busy, and I was here at my mom's, and so I just ended up throwing the bacon grease away. Sounds like a lot of trouble to go through. Okay, in Scotland, we have Lorne sausage is square, so it doesn't fall out. Oh, so maybe like prosciutto or something like that. Never heard of Lorne sausage. Is it like a pork sausage? Because that's what we have. We've got a pig, so we usually go in together. Somebody here on the farm, uh, and they go in. We raise a pig, and then we split it. You know what I mean? You take it and have it processed. And the process plant that we use, pork only lasts about a good 6 months if you have, pork chops and have it made into sausage. As far as the freezer life goes, but the processing plant that we use now does pineapple and cheddar sausage, link sausage. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Like we've had our deer meat done like that before, but it's gonna be good. Yes, I use Kawana. I use one of those mesh. I mean those silicone mats, just because I've got tons of them. I bought a bunch, and I mean I don't use them for my resin and cooking, but I have a bunch, so I have them on my cookie sheets. Oh, steak, sausage, beef. Okay, no way. What, Kay? Yeah, I know. Yum is right. It's a 7 a.m. here. My niece that oh yeah, that's Kawan, that's what I bought was the rice. That's all my mom's ever bought was the rice. Now I have to tell you, oh pineapple, yes, Kay. So I have to tell you, I love the thin bacon when I'm like wrapping it around a jalapeno or something like that. Uh, whenever I'm incorporating something else. And I don't mind it just frying it for a quick, but nothing beats the thick cut like my mom has always bought. But yeah, so it was on sale for $8.99 for one of those whatever size pack. I can't remember how many pounds it was, and gosh, that's a good price because it's like running $21 here. Normally not on sale. They had a good sale that week. I told my mom, I said, they now so Piggly Wiggly is a chain of a grocery store, and we've never had one in the little town that I was born and raised in. There was one in an adjoining town, but not in this town. So the little, pardon me, Sunflower went out of business. So um, they put it Piggly Wiggly. Anyway, they have, if you go on their Facebook, they have, oh, okay, I bet. I've never, I've had bacon done one time for the process. We normally don't get bacon with our pork. We normally just get link sausage, pork chops, and some ham. But because I wasn't impressed with the bacon, I don't know. This is under different owners, so bacon wrap Brussels sprout. Oh, I bet with some balsamic. I love that stuff. Uh, oh yes, so they have it. So they have on their Facebook. If you're join them on Facebook, they have like weekly. If they get in, they put deals on there that is different from the circular that goes out. So they put stuff on there like they may have if when it's gone, it's gone. But they had uh, these were the best oranges, navel oranges. It was a box of them. I don't remember. I mean, I think it was 20. I can't remember, but it was for like $7.99, and I've been paying like $7.99 for a bag of like 4 or 6 oranges. This was a box of them. So, and they were the best. I like mine chill. I put mine in the fridge, keep my oranges in the refrigerator. But anyway, they are the best oranges. But they also had a 24-pound box of chicken tenders. Was it 24 or 40? Anyway, for $24 for a box. So, uh, oh, Lewis Jordan, nobody here hates black people. Why do you say such stupid crap in chat, huh? Why you got to be like that? Hmm? There is no racist going on here, baby. So you in the wrong place. Move on. um, I'll tell you. Did you wake up being pissy, Tyrone? Yeah, what you talking about, Willis? uh, I mean, do you wake up being like that? If you do, I'm so sorry. It's got to be a shitty, attribute to have. Anywho, so I get the chicken tenders. Okay, lay the bacon on parchment paper about an inch each. Roll it up, then cut, place it free. Okay, that's a good idea. Well, whenever we go, sure, you can ask me a political question. I may not give you the right answer, and I may not answer it, but you're more than welcome to ask. I mean, did you fall on the wrong side of YouTube, Miss Diamond? What the heck is going on? I don't know, girl. Listen, I have never been trolled like this, but honey, I have been getting them. That's for sure. Look, I ain't even been live, and I think I went live a couple of weeks ago for, you know, no, I can't, but I would sure love to. Isn't that the game that you, uh, like, interact with the TV and like act like you're hitting a ball or whatever? If that's it, if that's what you're talking about, I would sure like to try it. Um, I'm not really a game kind of person, but I have aspirations, to maybe be that person, but I'm not. Anywho, so I get the tenders. It's a box of them, and I get home and I get back here and go up to our little cabin. I told Mark, I said I'm gonna go down to mom's and I'm gonna split this with her, and yeah, the wee thing. I said I'm gonna split this with her, give her some because this is like I get down here, and we're like 7 miles from the grocery store, so it's not like we had them for a long, long time. I was sitting out. I opened the box up, and they were raw, tender chicken tendies. They were all raw, but they were stuck together. They weren't. I was like, holy cacciatore. So okay, so the bacon was $8.99, right? And anyway, I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. So you got to thaw it out in the fridge if you're gonna freeze it because you know what I mean. You can't freeze it and then. So anywho, it took no kidding 3 days in the refrigerator for it to get to a point to where I could start, breaking and bagging them up in separate bags. I was disappointed in that part, but anyway, what are you going to do whenever you get, a deal like that? So it was $24 for whatever size box. It was a good bit. So we've been having a lot of chicken. uh, I don't see it, but anyway, I went back in there yesterday because I live about 2.5 hours south of my mom. So when I come up, um, I so I'm gonna go get another box of those oranges, but there wasn't none to be had. Dallas Page. Chicken nuggets. No, I hadn't made chicken nuggets, Kevin, but I'm gonna tell you how I like them. Do I like to get Captain Crunch, the original, and crush it up. Mm, crunch it up in a Ziploc bag. Oh, orange chicken's good. And then dredge it in some either water or, you ain't got to do an egg wash. Water is just as good, or milk or whatever. Dredge it in that, and then roll it in the Captain Crunch and bake it on a cookie sheet. Let me just tell you, good enough doesn't want to slap your mama. Oh yeah, you can do that, or even regular potato chips, um, the old regular Lay's. I was hoping Mama would get up and I could let her say hi to everybody. But she, when I was here, it wasn't last week. It was the week before that. I come down one morning and she was. It was like noon. I was getting ready to go home, and I come in and I said, "Where's Mom? She taking a nap?" She said she ain't got up yet. I said, "God love her. She never has like sleeps." Okay. Oh, you know what, Tyrone? I just saw something. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of this Jaguar White right about the whole Diddy and all that stuff. It's a real time. I can't remember the YouTube channel I've been watching, but so I've been watching a lot of that, and I just heard um, that Michelle Obama was. I never had heard that before, so I don't know what she is. I have no idea. Don't know. I never really, usually, sometimes you can tell, if, or you have a suspicion if somebody had changed gender or whatever. But I never thought about it. I don't know. That kind of stuff doesn't. Oh, I bet so. Flaming hot. That kind of stuff isn't. You know. Yeah, right. Final boss. We're gonna do some millionaire bacon. So I'll let you guys know how that. Um, I okay, so I'm gonna just tell you guys. I was born and raised Democrat. My daddy was a Democrat through and through to the end. And that's just how we were raised. He was all about, you know, uh, middle class, hardworking people. I mean, that's just, the way my daddy was, a salt of the earth kind of man. He was a child of the Depression. So if he let go of a dollar, he knew where it was going. So anyway, never had voted Republican. And it was in growing up in my household, that was one of the things my dad was like, you exercise your right. If you're able to vote, you exercise your right. She goes, well, that's what I've been hearing. So I don't know. But so, I voted, and I always, really, I don't guess I was really into politics that much to where it started making, leaning on me which way the parties ran. But when I really started paying attention to it was when Bill Clinton was running, and the mudslinging. That's what really got my attention. I thought, you've got to be, I mean, it was so bad. It had gotten so bad that, to me, it just clouded everything and took away from. And I remember thinking, this is not the way it should be. And so I started paying attention. That's when I really started like paying attention. And, I wouldn't say that I'm the Republican or Democrat. I don't really lean to either party. I weigh out the good and the pros and the cons, because look, there ain't nobody perfect. And, so weigh out the pros and cons, in my opinion, what I think is valuable and what I think we need as a country. And in my humble opinion, and I don't care what they are. That's who I'm going to vote for. Regardless of their, um, you know, color, or if they're blue or red, or left or right, or you know what I mean. Um, I, I don't. That's just the way I am. I know a lot of people they're staunch. Like my dad was a staunch Democrat. You know what I mean. My mom she's always been a poll worker. She always worked the polls, not that kind of polls, the voting polls. But and it's funny how you know, and maybe people are still like that. I don't know. I just know that all my siblings and we've all kind of went our own way and do our own thing. We don't, I mean, I stuck to it because I'm a daddy's girl to start with, and you know what I mean. So I wanted to, however my dad, oh, rapper, you're so silly. However my dad was, don't troll my, spam my chat like that, rapper. Somebody get his butt or her butt or whoever she is. That's not cool. But Kay, I think you are like more than just a mod, if you know what I mean, on my channel. But anyway, that's my political outlook on things. I don't really get into it like a lot of people do. My brother and I have had, when I was still voting Democrat, we have had many of arguments and discussions about that. That's a very personal, a personal thing, I think, for a person. But I just try to vote. And look, all of them are crooked. Ain't not one darn person running that's, you know, that's perfect by a long shot. So sometimes it's very difficult to weigh the good and the bad. Sometimes you don't have a whole lot of choice, especially when it's more bad than it is good. So, Tyrone, do you think that she's got a willie? Oh, I guess you do, and really does it matter? I mean, look, I ain't sleeping with her. I mean, don't bother me. To each their own. Whatever floats their boat, get on down the river. I remember my brother telling me, uh, "I can't believe you're voting Democrat. I can't believe you're voting Democrat." And I said, "Well, you can believe it." And I said, "And our daddy would be so disappointed." I remember being so like hell bent on it, but yeah, the mudslinging and all that. I just don't think there's any sense in it, and it takes away from look, this country is in bad enough shape. We need to be having our attention. Uh, we need to have our attention on many of other things besides um, the minute things that people, mudslinging about who they cracked in the past, if they screwed around on their wife, if they didn't. Because look, like I said, I'm not having to live with that person. And if somebody wants to forgive somebody for cheating, that's on them. It's nothing to do with me. Yeah, I think it probably. I could see it affect, being the kind of person they were as far as running the country. But overall, there's a much bigger fish to fry than worrying about who they stuck it in the past and who they didn't. Oh, cameras all over your house. Well, there's cameras all over my house too. At my other house, I'm up at my mom's now, but we have cameras too. But we live in the city, so you just about can't not have it. Like, let's talk about the Sebastian thing, you guys, real quick. Let me go get me a refill real quick. I'll be right back. Get me a hot shot. Ouch. Got my medicine on my car. Hold tight. I brought my brother a remote control yesterday. I told him, I said, "You're getting saying you can't see either. I got you a new remote." Oh, well, run, Nova, run. Oh my God, the Maui fires. Tyrone, let's talk about. Oh my gosh, that was the craziest crap I have ever in my life witnessed. Well, not the craziest maybe, but that was like mind blowing. Okay, the I watched this. I don't know. He was a realtor, and he started covering. He lives there, and what blew my mind was when he was trying to show these vehicles that were was crazy how they were nothing around them. Everything around them was like not burned, and then they're sitting in a molten. I mean, like a pile of so much to where. I mean, it was like melted. The metal and stuff melted. I mean, it was so hot. The fire was hot, but yet around them is not burned. And then when they were trying to film them and look at it, the police come and run them off, and that was crazy. Oh, only blue cars. I don't know about the colors of the cars, but there's a lot of strange things about that, and that so sad that we live in a world that we can't even trust our officials and our government. It's so sad. This is a where's that? Oh, it's my little niece. It's so sad that the world we live in. I'm just gonna say I don't know if you're political or spiritual or religious or whatever, but all I can tell you is whatever you look to, you better be right with it, because I'm here to tell you I've already booked my ticket. I got a first class ticket on the Rapture, baby. uh, because I'm just here to tell you this is sad what's going on in this country. Back in the day, I was a mooner. I would have mooned that heifer. These days, it takes too much to get up and down. I used to be at 4 grands. Good morning, 4 grands. Is today hump day? Oh yeah, it's gonna all go all downhill after this, baby. Um, so yeah, the Maui fires was crazy, crazy. There's a lot of crazy things happening in this world. So I think it's I heard so many different, you know, stories. And the children. What about the children? For real. All the children. Was it a lie? Was that part true? Was it not? You know what I mean? The fact that okay, all these true crime cases, they're saying that uh, you know, like the Kylie Rodney, for instance. Guys, that's still an open. A lot of people have very strong views on that, but from Jump Start, that was a crazy story. Okay, Spark Plug Jackie, mwah, I love ya. Uh, you know, and they say that that Sebastian and Summer Wells, all that is, affiliated in some way or another. I don't know if it's true or not, but I just know that the fact that you don't know what to believe and you can't look to your TV or to your phone for the truth. Uh, Never would I have thought when I was growing up that you couldn't turn the TV on and watch and get truth. Never did I think it would be like it is. I mean, honest to heavens, um, it blows my mind. Oh, thank you, King Louis. Good morning, Sugar Puss. Good morning. Good morning. It is Deuce Bigelow right there in the flesh. Good morning, babe. I was just telling we're gonna make some millionaire spaghetti. What you doing, sugar? Girl, I'm gonna tell you something. Honey, child, I have had some trolls in here. You hear me? Have you been watching?
Really? No,
Girl.
I've been driving.
Oh yeah, honey. I ain't never been trolled like this. Hell, I ain't been.
Really?
Honey, I ain't been trolled like this ever. I don't think. I'm just crazy, saying some crazy stuff.
Dang.
Good morning, Alex. So they're still conked out. I guess we can. I'm gonna go get the side by side. We'll go get it. But all right, you guys. Quentin Swain. Good morning, love. Good morning. Anyway, I never did even play old Sloppy Molly, but I spoken. Who needs to hear her? You know what I mean? You get the gist of what I was saying. But I need to go live more often. I didn't realize. Denise, good morning, love. I didn't realize I had so much to damn say, girl. About that girl Michelle. Have you been watching any clips from her? Let me just tell you, Hot Mess Express girl. That girl is well. So she goes to rehab. She's gotten so many DUIs. I think it's probably either court ordered or she's going to try to like avoid to get out of trouble. But so she's in there for like 2 or 3 days, I guess. And supposedly, girl, she was in the lunchroom, cafeteria or whatever, and her and this other lady was talking. I don't know how, she said that she called her a bish, not a bitch. Anyway, the lady proceeds to whoop her ass. I mean, like give her a black eye. She's on the floor, gets kicked in the head, kicked in the ribs, and she said, I don't know how to fight. I didn't fight back. So it took them.
Didn't come to her.
No, girl, it wasn't like, y'all, I got a whole story. Yeah, she finally got to SmackDown. This little heifer right here, I've always said, I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover, I don't know how to fight. She said, this one right here, she always told me, it'll come to you, Aunt B. Joe, it'll come to you. It'll come, well, let me just tell you something. I had an incident at a fast food chain. This one right here and me. It's been well over a year now, and the girl that waited on us uh, assaulted me. I opened my car door. She whipped my, and look, I just had not long had the cast off my leg where I broke my leg, and it was mind blowing that what happened, girl. I wasn't rude or anything. Anyways, the little girl had an attitude, and all we wanted, God forbid, was what we pay for. All we wanted was our dang combo meals, and opened my car door. I just gotten that. She was driving. We just left Walmart, and I was on the passenger side, and we had gotten slush drinks. And when she finally gave them to her, and she wasn't gonna get. I'm gonna tell the story after when my court case is over with. But yeah, redress still in litigation. But that heifer threw a large slush across through it in that went door, and it hit her. She was hit her in the chest, went all in sticky shit. Anyway, then she proceeded just to waylay on me, and the girls that was working inside come running out there and pulling her off of me. And look, by the grace of God, go I is all I can say. My pistol was in my console, in the middle, loaded, and it never dawned on me that it was. I forgot all about it. And here it's like your castle law, like that would have been like my home or whatever. But listen, I'm glad I didn't know, because this one right here would have most definitely used it if she had known it was in there too. Because I mean, hello, but to me it wasn't worth. I mean, this whole conversation could have been, somebody.
Worth the ass. I mean, excuse me. It was worth the whooping.
Yeah, for sure. Rather than the alternative of killing, shooting somebody. So when I go to the doctor, no. So we were both in shock. Okay, so when I go to the doctor, I'm sitting there. The doctor come in, and she left, and me and her were sitting there, And she started crying, and I said, "What's wrong, babe?" And she said, "Okay, well, first of all, let me just back up for a minute. So we go to the police station because God forbid the police let us press charges on her. Okay, no, they didn't see her do it. So even though I, had blood in my nose, and you could obviously tell that she had, bruises on her arm. They didn't see it, so we had to go to the police station and make out, I guess, put a warrant. They put a warrant out for her. We told her, press charges on her, whatever. Anyway, it was after hours. Like I said, it's like midnight, and so the police station was locked up tighter than a nun's. You know what? And so you have to be buzzed to be let in. Well, I had filled paperwork out, and they called me up there to clarify whether I was hit with an open hand or a closed fist. And
Just
anyway,
get to the beating on the door.
yeah, so I go back to my seat, and I see these three large women coming toward the door, approaching the door with that little heifer behind them with a baby on her hip. And I went and sit down, and I told this one, I said, "Don't turn around." I said, "But I think that girl's mama and her auntie and everybody else is coming coming up here." And about that time, they start grabbing the doors and like jerk. It was locked, jerking and jerking and trying to open the doors. Well, there was two dispatchers in there, and the one that waited on me, she gets up, she comes walking through the waiting room to go up to the door, and she looks at my niece and I. She puts her finger like this.
Yeah, be quiet.
She goes, "Shh, don't say it." Okay, so that's what she. So we're like, so she goes and instead of opening the door, she starts talking to them through the door.
And I'm like, don't let them.
Yeah. She was like,
I'm scared.
yeah.
You're scared.
So she's like arguing, saying, "I'm not opening the door. I'm not opening the door." Well, she wasn't getting anywhere. They're steadily jerking and yelling. Well,
What do I do?
yeah. So we're still sitting there. Okay. Well, the other dispatcher lady, she a big tall lady. She starts walking through the waiting room, and she goes to the door. And when she decides she's gonna open the door a little bit, and when she opened that door a little bit, let me just tell you, the other dispatcher lady, she hauled ass, and this one right here jumped up and took off with her. I said,
I'll get in the cell, baby.
yeah, she was. I was just like sitting there, and they went crazy, man. They were like wanting to come in and I guess beat her ass. I don't know, but anyway, that's why that girl acted like that, because that's the kind of adults that she's got. You know what I mean? But anyway, as we're sitting in the doctor's office several days later, "Hey, Zero Jewel," whenever we were sitting there, my niece said, "Well, I know one thing. It's not true what I've always said." And I said, "What?" She said that it comes natural because it sure didn't come natural to you. You got your ass whipped. And I started laughing. I said, "Yeah, bitch." I said, "But who got up and ran?" You were, yeah. Who got up and ran? I said, "Where was you going?" Is what I want to know. Where in the hell? She said, "I don't know. I was going in. They could have put me in a cell with a drunk. I didn't care as long as we was behind.
And I'm taking the key.
Yeah, taking the key." That was crazy. So anyway, they ended up having to call the police to come around to the police station because they were, in the streets like the hoes they were. Anyway, they had to call them to come around, and they come squilling up in the parking lot. And then there was like World War III yelling, and they finally got them all to disperse. And then they look at us and say, "Okay, you're free to go." Like we took these two little crackers. We were scared to even walk to my car. I looked at her and I said, "You're not gonna give us an escort to my car?" I mean, because I was scared to walk to my darn car. Oh Lord, that was a crazy time, crazy time. And this one right here, she is. Let me just tell you, if she don't start it, she will finish it. Let me just say it. So I told her, I said, "You do realize when we're going to automatically, they're going to think that we, did something to bring this on, which we really didn't.
We did.
But normally we would have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, this right here starts and finishes. She don't like bad service. Let me just tell you that. But
Who does?
yeah, especially these days. Well, honey, that's all you get these days. You know what I mean? Customer service is a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Oh, Ariel, thank you. All right, winter credits. Good morning. Okay, happy birthday, Carter Klein. Happy birthday to you. Here, let me show you my. Yeah, here. Turn and put it. I don't know how. Is it on you or me?
It's on
Okay, you
me.
have to. This is what I always do for my people's birthday.
Can they see you?
No, you got to turn around now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Carter Klein. Happy birthday, Carter Klein. Happy birthday to you.
Says Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe with a twisted redneck. There you go. All right, guys, we're gonna be out of here. We're fixing to go to the, go feed the chickens. Getting a little. Oh, look. Okay, first we got some crazy people. Look at all the trolls, sister. You see all that?
Uh-oh.
All right, that's my cue
Poop
to.
something?
Yeah, that's my cue. Yeah.
Oh, poo
That's my
poo.
cue. You raped a girl. You were disgusting. All right, you guys.
Poo-poo.
Diamond cutter out. You guys have a good one. And look, you trolls in here, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. Bye, bitches. Freaking, girl, I ain't never been trolled like that.
Poo poo.